Folks, this day has finally arrived. It is May 25th, and we are here in downtown Toronto for the Global March Against Monsanto. I want you to start us off by just telling us your name and what's going on here today.
So my name is Jennifer Berman Diaz, and I'm one of the organizers of Millions Against Monsanto Toronto and also the March Against Monsanto here in Toronto. Basically, we're here to create awareness of the necessity to voice our concerns against the evil empire, I like to call them Mob Santo, and how they're taking over the agricultural system basically in North America, through the world. There's many reasons why we're here. Besides just to target Monsanto, we're also here to express our concerns and show our concern to the government that we want our food labeled. Ultimately, we'd like to have GMOs banned.
GMO is something that has been inserted with a foreign gene that wouldn't have occurred in nature. Your food supply is becoming increasingly contaminated. Cancer's on the rise, diabetes is on the rise, autism is on the rise.
It's as if I walked up to a painting of Mona Lisa and I spilled some coffee on it, and then I would say, oops, I modified it, it's mine, I own it now. And everybody has to pay me for looking at it. That is the essence of genetically vandalized organisms that are being sold as food.
Well, they're linked to a lot of illness. They're linked to so many diseases, especially in children: allergies, autism, autoimmune disease, gastrointestinal disease, which is like all inflammation. And the studies have shown glyphosate, which is in their Roundup Ready seeds, is the main reason for a lot of this disease. It's basically just poison, and if it's injected into these seeds, and insects and our bees are dying instantly from them because their stomachs explode immediately, it's also affecting our intestinal linings. And the latest studies show that your colon, your gut flora is what keeps your body healthy. So if that is being affected by the GMOs, that's why we're having a sick community, a sick population.
Monsanto is out to make money, and that's the bottom line, and they're out to control the food supply. And when you control the food supply, you control the people, and with less people to manage, it's easier to control.
Farmers are, whether they're conventional or organic, they don't want Monsanto in their farming. I mean, the conventional farmers have said they can't even farm anymore. They're not farming. They're just planting these seeds and, dousing them with more and more chemicals, and now the Roundup wasn't working in the first place, so they're creating an even stronger poison. There's so much perhaps that can be done with biotech that would be responsible medicine, responsible technology that's actually going to help the earth, help the people who are supposedly you care about so much.
Monsanto is aware that their products are causing this damage. The government is aware. Now, if any intelligent person in power, like Obama, for example, he came out saying he was going to label GMO foods. What does he do? The first thing he does, he appoints Michael Taylor, former Monsanto, to the FDA. So it's going back and forth.
And independent studies show multitude of problems. The Russian Academy of Sciences, French experimentations show all kinds of problems. So the implications are that we are basically a giant experiment.
There's been so much research done, and there's been so much information out there that, for me, it's just like common sense is you need sunlight, you need the earth, and a seed to grow a plant, and everything else is what's messing with it, and we're not playing God. We're not God to change that. I don't really want to have a salmon, 10 times the size that is full of poison. I'm going to spend my money on buying healthy food, cooking at home. I think people just have to make a choice what's important in their lives at this point.
If you're at this action today, you already understand that GMOs are dangerous, that Monsanto's business model is a little sketchy, And that this whole technology is capable of wreaking mass havoc on the earth, on our health. Not just here, but in developing countries. And for our children and their children's children and the prosperity of life on earth.
The corporate media is not reporting on this, so we have to rely on people like yourselves and the social media and demonstrations like this to catch people's attention. They say, what is Monsanto? What is a GMO? People that may not have known before. People who are out there feeding their children poison without even realizing it.
What they're doing is very dangerous for themselves, because what they're doing is they're destroying, they're vandalizing God's creation, something that was put in place even before humanity was created.
I'm really praying for the executives of Monsanto and these other companies to really see the light. I mean, I think that a collective group creates energy, and this is not just here in Toronto. We're marching in solidarity with hundreds of thousands of people around the globe today.